I woke up this morning, went grocery shopping, and I saw snow. And I was like, wow, everything looks so white outside. I just had, no, I'm not going to even joke about that. But let's say today I'll be talking about how to become an expert in your field, right? So, some of you who are deeply in personal development or like the self-help junkie like I am, right? Woo! That's a lot of books that I have in my room. Okay. All right, so let's begin. You probably heard of some form of this, how to become an expert, right? I heard like some form of it too, and it's already it's repetitive, right? So I give you something new, and give you a little bit dopamine rush, novelty, right? We all like novelties, all that. Let's start with how to become an expert. Now I hear, uh, um, uh, if you want to become a expert, read 5 books on that subject, and you'll become an expert. And you'll know more than 90% of people who are in that field about that subject. Yes, which is true, but I like it to look at like a different thing, right? So maybe people look at me and view me as like the law of attraction expert, right? I'm not. There's people who are more deeply um, uh, an expert in the law of attraction because they have the knowledge, they accumulate the knowledge, and they probably have the knowledge of quantum physics and law of attraction together in spirituality. But I like it to look at it this way, right? I like Nuke. When long time ago when I bought the books, I start reading and I feel like I wasn't an expert, right? We all feel this. There are times that when I do the subject that unfamiliar with, I do them anyway because I remember Ty said if you read the book, you do a book review on it and then share it with people, right? So I do that, but I feel uncomfortable because I'm not in my field of study that really I care. I mean, I care about the subject, like I care about lots of subjects that's important to me. I mean, I think that all the subject is important, but most people are like, "Hey, come on, man, give me the point already." All right, I'll give you the point, but it's better to tell you the myth and the ideas about becoming an expert, right? Most people believe that becoming an expert is about professions, right? I'm telling you, people will be sit there and like gather information, gather information, but they essentially don't take any action with it, right? So let me break the myth and dispels. You don't need to become an expert and gather information, because I'd rather you take the information and take the action and apply, and you become the expert because you will know that you have the experience. You gain the experience, and that become your wisdom. That become it like you deeply are living it, right? It's like this. Um, I'm trying to. Okay, there's a book. So let me explain. So there are a couple of people who are in the law of attraction community, right? Let's say they gather information, right? But essentially, they have this feeling good, except they don't take any action because maybe they have a subconscious thing. Maybe I'm not worthy, or maybe that how can this happen? Maybe it's too good to be true and stuff like that, right? And they have all this negative self-talk. What happens is they self-sabotage themselves, and they don't believe. But in order for them to actually work, then they must overcome that fear that they essentially have. That they have to feel at least worthy. I type in the Twitter. The people in the law of attraction sometimes they'll. Maybe I should do that video. Yeah, I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna do that in another video, right? So here's the thing. In order to become an expert, yes, for me, I have tons of books. Um, I read 70 books on the law of attraction. Does that make me an expert? No. It is until I take the action. Yes, you can become an expert by gathering information. You can do it that way. But usually in the law of attraction, it's all about results, right? Like most people really come into that mindset of, either for money, attracting the mate, the house, the car, every adult's toys that people want, right? But why can't we use it to attract our dreams? Why does it have to be those things? Like, what if those things doesn't make you happy? Well, at least not make me happy, but what makes me happy is challenges. Like, sure, I get off and on my days too, but I like it. It made me grow. It made me want to it made me live life. It made me happy. Okay, so my point is, essentially, all these you can acquire, right? But I mean, it's a good thing that if you acquire in your understanding of that subject, then you can take what you can do is take your knowledge and upload it to YouTube, right? People get scared. People can't face the fact that they have so. See, the thing is, I believe that they have the knowledge, right, within them, but they don't share it with the world. They're because they have fear. If they have the knowledge, upload it to YouTube. I have fear when I do the thing that I feel uncomfortable of talking about, like the stuff that people talk about. They know it so well. I don't like when I talk about space or quantum physics and stuff like. I don't know it, but I love it. But it makes me uncomfortable, and I do it anyway because I want to see. The thing is, when you want to remember it, you tell it to your family, or you talk about it, so it get ingrained into your brain, right? So one thing is, it's not enough just to take in the information, but also to be able to teach it, to be able to apply it. Because what I did with the Gary V book, what's it called? He have all those. He have great content. He have amazing content on his YouTube. Uh, he is in foremost amazing CEO. That's why I look up to him. Now, yeah, but when the book, I keep jab, right hook, right, and I read that and I apply it, for either my Instagram or my Twitter, and it makes me improve it. Sure, I don't have lots of followers. I don't, yeah, people like lots of followers. I get that, but in the end of the day, I believe that you have to show up, do what you're meant to do, share with the information, not hoard it. Too many people hoard it, right? Too many people hoard the information and not share it with the world. And I used to. It's because most people don't. Most people believe in the notion about school, right? I believe that school, if they change a little bit things, then I think that people would be living their truest potential. That's my thoughts and stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to become an expert, just buy. What I do is buy a whole bunch of books. I'll tell you. Sometimes I get on a booking spree, but not this year, because I got other things to do. But what I do is I go on like a consume mode for books. I love books because people want things easy, right? But your brain crave a little bit complex. So I use that complex because it make more connection. Your brain needs more connection to connect with. It grows with reading, and it help you to make your brain active. And it's healthy. Most people think reading is not healthy. I mean, that's up to them. I mean, shoot, I like knowledge, man. I mean, I'd rather know than waste my time like figuring out stuff that I could have been learning, like what people been talking about for a long time. Like that's a smart idea, right? Also, I think that when we read these books, we have to use at least our imagination to apply it, right? Too many people don't use their imagination to apply or test things out. They get jaded, right? For me, even if I get scared, I tell you, I got scared at one time. I remember I got scared using Instagram. And I don't even know how to use the Instagram. I was like, oh my God, I don't even know this. So I'll try it, man. Yeah, I'm good. So yeah, that's how you become an expert. And also study different subjects too. because what you need in life is people skill, and it's not always easy. I'm still always learning about people. Because I'm an introvert, right? I like to be by myself, right? I like because to give me if it recharges me, right? Extrovert like to be around people, right? But to be good at people, let's say people who do art, they're good at their subject, they're good at drawing, but they don't know marketing, right? They do not know marketing, so they need marketing, right? They need to understand people. That's what they need, right? See, that's the thing. People are in love with the subject, but they forgot the other important skills that they need. For me, I feel like I used to do these type of things. Uh, we're all like sales. We all do it, right? But it can be improved. Marketing, people skills, psychology. That's all around with people because we're dealing with people. That's your customers and people coming to you, entrepreneurs and authors. But essentially, we need these things because we know how to deal with them, and we need to know how to effectively communicate. So even if people will tell you to read 5 books, I believe that reading is good, but you have to at least take action on those knowledge, like right away after you read it. Yeah, just read. What I do is, I consume it. I read books. I listen to audio, and watch YouTube videos or online courses, stuff like that, and it helped me. It helped build and also it makes you more confident in that subject. It makes you more uh, in the eyes of people who are just beginning. They come to you and to learn, right? And yeah, that's what you want, right? People to come to you and gravitate towards you for your advice because you know that thing, and they're trying to learn it. That's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. I hope that you have an amazing day. If I leave anything out, I mean, I don't really buy 5 books. I really overdose on books sometimes. I buy like 10 on that subject. Like, let's say sales, like 15. Law of attraction, 70. Marketing, 10, 12, 15. Sales is probably more. Law of attraction, relationship, probably more like 10, 20, 30. Because I want to know people more. Because the more because when you read a book, when you really read a book, you might forget some. Because most people try to finish the whole book and they can't really get anything out of it, right? I read it to get the golden nugget. But when you reread it again, you saw something that you didn't see before because you grow and you was like, oh, I didn't see that. How come I read it, but because you wasn't aware of that information. But once you become aware of it, you start to apply it. See, most people treat the book as if it's just a thing and they never come back to it again. You should come back to it again and make it your friend. That's what you should do. Read over and over, and you will see something new every time, just like Bob Proctor said. All right, subscribe to my channel, like my video because I will be doing book reviews, interviews, motivational content, and yeah, I already said that. Well, have an amazing day. Bye bye.